What is good, YouTube? It has been a very long time since I've posted here, and I do apologize about that. It has been a wild year. I'm sure it's been the same for you. Um, yeah, a lot of things have happened. I definitely need to do some update videos. We did buy a house this year, and I lost both my parents this year, and it has just been a wild ride in so many ways. But I did create a group, which I'll be launching here, and I want to, give you kind of an idea of what this group is about. Now, my main focus essentially is on, of course, it's going to be raw foods and the power of raw and living foods and how that can affect us in many ways, specifically our blood flow. I think it's something that needs to be talked about, and I kind of wanted to put together a men's group. So this group will be focused on men. I'm labeling it and calling it Full Mast Empire. So the full mast, essentially, for those of you who know my story, maybe you've heard my story in podcasts or interviews, but for those of you who haven't heard my story, I met a guy on a ski lift who reversed his colorectal cancer at the age of 42 with raw foods. And he said that he had been a raw foodie ever since for 44 years. And we're on the ski lift, right? So this guy's 86 years old. And I asked him, hey, as a guy, I can't help but to be curious. How's the flagpole? And he said, still full mast. So that's why I wanted to call this group Full Mast Empire. Full mast essentially is living life to its fullest. Here, I'm pretty much across the globe. I would imagine that people who hear the term full mast, that is flying the flag to the top of the pole. Half mast would be in distress. Maybe there's a war going on. There's a death of one of the higher up people, the royals. They will fly the flag half mast. Now, full mast empire essentially is focusing on just that, men who have issues with blood flow. And this can be remedied through adopting a whole living foods diet, right? Raw living foods diet. Now, you don't have to be a raw foodie, you don't have to be a vegan to benefit from having better blood flow and eating more plants. So that's what this group is going to be focused on. And I kind of wanted to just hop on here and let you know that it's going to be open. I haven't pumped it for very long, pretty much just built it this weekend. It's something that both Liz and I have been wanting to do for quite a while, is have a paid membership community, which that's what this is. So I'm starting this off at $27 for the month or $249 for the year. And for those who do join at that price, they will be grandfathered in at that price for as long as the group or the community stays up, which my plan is to have it up for years and years. So you'll be grandfathered in at that price, but eventually the price will go. My sights are set on $47 a month or $444 for the year. So whether you pay, say, if you get in at the founder's price, the $27, you'll always be paying $27 a month. Or if you pay for the year, you'll always be charged that $249 for the entire year. Now, what I plan to do and offer in this community, in this group, is live one-on-one small group Zooms, different workshops, raw food prep and meal plan workshops, um, grow alongs, teaching you how to grow microgreens, how to sprout seeds and use them into different recipes. And of course, kind of going over the power and the benefit of these foods, as well as how to ferment foods. All of these will be in the workshop. Now you'll have access to these courses in the Skool community. It's going to be a great place to connect with everyone. We're going to do monthly challenges starting in October. Um, I will be going live quite often in the group, and I plan on spending the majority of my time making YouTubes and being in this group as well as writing more emails. I am really active on Instagram in a lot of ways, and it's not that I want to stray away from Instagram, but I would like to put a little bit more focus here on YouTube as well as in the Skool community. So that's what I'm planning to do. The group launches for, it's open for enrollment tonight. It's Sunday, September 8th. And here in about 40 minutes, I'm going to be airing this video. Just filming this right now. It's 6 o'clock, and I'm planning to launch it at 7. So I figured I'd hop on and kind of give you an idea of what's going on, and maybe even kind of view the Skool Group, give you kind of a run through of what it looks like. But I kind of want to make this short and sweet. So if you do join, of course, there's going to be in that group exactly what's going on in more detail. But let me see if I've got my sheet up here, and I can share my screen and show you what this group looks like. So yeah, let me hop on here and share my screen for you so you can see inside this group. Now you can see I've got a grip of Windows open here, so my computer is running pretty hardcore right now to keep everything running. But essentially, this is the community page. And this is where you would write your post. You would just type up here the title of the post, and you can even select it and put it into a category. Maybe you followed one of my recipes and want to post that in the recipe category. You just, tap this, put it in raw vegan recipes, and that way the post is tagged. If you have a general discussion, you maybe just want to talk about some things. I'm going to be making some more categories. Right up here is where the categories will be. And I'm going to be making an accountability category. So some of us are looking for maybe an accountability partner to work through the challenges with. That's where you can link up there. So essentially what I've got posted so far is the start here, kind of, going through exactly what you're getting, or not necessarily what you're getting, but what to do first, how to introduce yourself, and, kind of your goal for entering into this group. I did post a couple of recipes so far, and here's the classroom. So you've got the classroom button up here, and essentially you're just going to start here. I have my welcome video. I've kind of got my story, as well as a documentary that I've made. It's a 90-minute documentary about the benefit and power of raw foods. So that's something you can check out. And yeah, essentially this is the same on the other page in the community, the post that I made. But yeah, so this is where the classroom is. I will be filling in the full Mast blueprint. I'm going to be shooting videos for these, really talking about the different things, because really there's a growing epidemic of impotence in this world. And, we're being, for lack of better words, kind of targeted in a lot of ways. And it's not necessarily our fault not having good blood flow. But it is a choice. We have the choice to be able to make a difference in our own lives by what we choose to put in our mouths on a daily basis, and of course, how we treat ourselves, right? So that's really going to be the focus of the full Mast blueprint, strengthening our relationships with, our partners and ourselves, lifestyle solutions for better sexual connection. These sorts of things we'll be talking about. And that's pretty much the full Mast blueprint. So there's going to be several videos I'm going to be filming this week to put into this group. But back to the classroom, we've got the raw food recipes here. And as of now, I've got 3 recipes posted here. What's going to be cool about this Skool Group is I'm going to be able to put recipes that I haven't yet released in new books that I'm writing. Like I'm writing a new book right now, and I'll be able to put some of those recipes that I haven't got out there yet. So you will be able to see them first. You'll be able to try them first. Let me know what you think before they go into the book. Then I also have my Sprouts, Krauts, and Microgreens course, the Alive lunch that both Liz and I did, and our raw vegan kitchen essentials course. All of these you'll have access to, but I think beings that Skool, you can gamify it. Let's go over to the leaderboards here. So you can see I haven't labeled these levels yet, but essentially, the more active you are in this group, you'll be able to unlock certain things like the microgreen course or the Alive Lunch. Now, the Alive Lunch, we have nearly 40 hours worth of content in there because we did lunch every single day on Zoom for 21 days straight. And we had a lot of fun in there and did, a lot of bonuses. There was, things that didn't have anything to do with the recipe that are in there. But essentially, I want to create this group, this community, to be able to connect. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen here. You kind of get the idea of how this works. But essentially, I wanted to create this group to be able to have better connection with you and to be able to communicate with you. And of course, I would love to get as many people as I can in here because the statistics is just astronomical. We have jumped from 152 million men that suffer from ED, erectile dysfunction, in 1995 to now over 320 million men. And that's been, what is that? That's close to 30 years. So that's incredible increase. And this is something that can be remedied with what we choose to put in our mouths. Now, you don't have to be vegan. You don't have to be a raw vegan, like I said, to enjoy these recipes and to enjoy what you'll be getting out of this group. But maybe you're watching this and you know of somebody who maybe this would pique their interest. I really just want to offer a safe space for men to come and really open up about maybe certain things that they're struggling with, or maybe they're thinking of, or you listening in on this. Maybe you aren't a raw foodie and you're thinking, I'd really like to eat more raw foods, but people in my world are kind of making fun of me, and I just don't feel that I can do this. And so that's what this group is for, is to have a safe space where we can all just grow and share with one another. Um, Really, that's the main focus. And so I just wanted to share that with you. And I was writing something down a little earlier, and really what it came down to is just connection and fellowship, right? Like a lot of people don't think about connection and fellowship as like a personal development tool. And if you want to heal and you want to grow, it's not a do it yourself kind of program or project. It's a do it with others project. You're just going to, that's how we grow together. We grow together, and it's essential. That's how we're going to get the most out of this group, is really helping one another in so many ways with what it is that we find works, and maybe some things that haven't really been working for us, or just being able to share uh, more intimate sides of ourselves in a safe place with, like I said, just men. I want to focus on men. And yeah, like I said, if you know somebody, maybe you are a woman watching this and you have a son or a husband or partner or uncle or granddad, or really good friends that maybe you can turn them on to this and they can come in. I really want to, that's what I want to do. I want to have this be a place where we can be a little vulgar and we can just talk about guy stuff. And yeah, so that's that. That's the group launching here in just about another 30 minutes. So if this does pique your interest, get in on the the founding members price at $27. You're grandfathered in forever like that. And like I said, if you know people that are close to you that might benefit from this, or maybe they mention like they feel like they need to be around a men's mastermind group. I'm going to be starting a men's mastermind in the Skool Group too, and that's going to be held at least once a month, talking about business and different things of that nature. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you. I do apologize about not being on here as much as I ought to be. I do miss filming YouTubes. It's been a really long time, and I plan to do more, but I'm really glad that you're here. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Love you.